Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In general, we know that we kind of all lie. We lied, we will lie, and we lie in the future. And in particular, people lie during stressful times or wars. I mentioned many times that the first victim of war is truth. Now we have here Mr. Podolyak of Ukraine. He is the chief intelligence, the boss, and he obviously is lying. How do I know he's lying? Because he makes a statement and makes a statement at a certain time, and before that it's been reported something else that contradicts his statements. He said no critical infrastructure was damaged during the overnight large missile attack conducted by the Russians. If you know, if you don't know, I made a video today regarding the last night's Russian attack on Ukraine. 36 missiles launched. Ukrainians claim that they shot down 16, but the rest of 20 did not do anything, no damage, according to Podolyak. For me, it's hard to believe, and now I have the evidence that I should not believe him, and I will share that with you. So let's see what Mr. Podolyak says about that. Ukrinform, right? Ukrainian media outlet. It's very important to look at the times and dates, right? So this is from Thursday, February 16th, 2023. This is 2311. When this was probably republished, whatever. Okay, now we go to the initial statement that was right here at 7:01 Kiev time. All right, remember this, 7 p.m. No critical hits after Russia's overnight missile attack, Podolyak. No critical hits were reported after Russia's missile attack on the territory of Ukraine, which took place on the night of February 16, 2023. The relevant statement was made by advisor of the head of the Office of President of Ukraine, Mikhailo Podolyak. Oh, this is not that. I thought it was the other one. Sorry, it was Budanov. But Budanov is the chief intelligence. In an interview with Channel 24, for an Ukrinform correspondent reports. But anyway, his whatever the president's office says, an advisor. The relevant statement was made by advisor. Okay, and I'm quoting, "It is necessary to look not to the number of those shot down, but at the amount and scale of the damage caused, whether they hit somewhere or not. Today we have had no critical hits. This is key." I don't think, Podolyak, because you're lying, because I'm going to give you another article and a map to show that you don't know, or you know but you don't tell us, which I understand. I'm not not making a bigger fuss than a video that you lied, because I understand you are at war, so you lie. That's fine. Last night, among other missiles, Russian troops fired one Onyx anti-ship cruise missile. According to Podolyak, Russians are looking for a different tactics to reduce their missile costs. And I'm quoting, "Irrespective of what tactics they will use, it makes no military sense." But somehow, with that no military sense, Podolyak, they're still advancing. Isn't that something? Well, that tells me how prepared you are then. I mean, if your enemy is dumb, how smart can you be? Anyway, Podolyak stressed, adding that Russian invaders also realize this. I mentioned this on many occasions. When you fight someone, don't underestimate that person and don't look down on that person. Because when you're going to lose, if you're going to lose, then you lost from a person that you said, oh, is nothing, no good, no good. So this means you were good? Obviously not, because you lost. So the articles that I'm reading here from the free West, from the mass media, from the free mass media, the real mass media, and the Ukrainians, is that Ukrainians have crappy how do you call it? Arms, weapons, crappy, not good at all, not effective. You shoot that way and they go like that and all that. They have very poorly prepared personnel. not trained, drunks, criminals, all the rubble. But somehow they are advancing. Well, now what does that tell you about you again? Or you're just lying, which both could be true in the same time. So this is what Podolyak stressed, that it makes no military sense. So senseless as they are still advancing, little by little, adding that Russian invaders also realized this. Okay, Podolyak did not rule out that Russia would attempt to launch another massive attack on the 1-year anniversary of the full-scale invasion. They will keep doing this, even though you said they don't have no more weapons, no more rockets. They're almost done since April 2022, you guys started telling that they're almost done. They exhausted almost all there, and they were still there, including on the 24th of December 2022, Ben Wallace, the British Minister of Defense, Intelligence, whatever he is, he said no more missile attacks. Russians are incapable of conducting any more massive missile attacks. And since the 24th of December, when he came, I made a video on that, and I said I will repeat that until this BS is over. The Russians conducted about at least 4. Anyway, before February 24, Russians will try to accumulate the number of missiles that they usually use to launch a 3-wave attack in order to show they can still do they can still do something. Do you think that these guys are at a talent show here? They're just gonna show that they can still do it? Are you crazy? That's what happens. That's what happens with people assess a situation according to ideologies and preferences. If you're delusional and you want to see it in a certain way, you ignore relevant information, data that would help you assess the situation more close to reality. If you are with the ideology and because, oh, that's bad because he's a Russian, oh, they're stupid because he's Russian, oh, that's not good because it's Russian made, where are you going to go with your assessment? Then you say, I'm the best, I must win, I'm great, they don't know how to plan. Bad assessment, all these are bad data based on your preferences and your little misguided way of seeing things. That's ideological. Why? I'm the good one, you're the bad one. Why? I don't know, because that's the way I want to be, and I am. Because right now, if I want to be whatever I want to be, I will be, and you have to respect that, okay? Inclusion, diversity, and equity. Got those things. All right, let's go back to this weasel. So, however, this will not make Ukrainians look at them differently, get intimidated, and agree to end the war at any cost. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to this. So let's go to this article. No, we don't like this. We're going to go to the next article because this one wants to do something I don't like, and it's not cooperating. So stay there. So we have this article from Ukrainska Pravda, and this article, look at the time, is 4:34 a.m. Okay, 4:34. There's no other time here, as far as I can tell. So that's the 4:34. So this article came before the other article. So the other article is right here. I fixed the mofo from 7 p.m. So this came at 7 p.m. or if you want, even later. Where is it? Right here, 23:11, but that's the time over there. It's the current time. No, it's not the current time, but anyway. Let's see, is the current time? Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is when this came. 7:01, and this one came at 4:34 a.m. So what these guys are saying, critical infrastructure facility hit in Lviv Oblast. What's the title of this weasel? No critical hits after Russians' overnight missile attack. Now, where's Lviv or Lvov? Right here. And this is Ukrainian map. This is where the fight is going on. So the Russians hit this. Let's see what the Russians are saying. Lvov region, head of the Lvov Regional Military Administration, Maxim Kozinski, name sounds Polish, reported that 3 missiles hit a critical infrastructure facility in the Lvov region. There was a fire, 0 casualties. Did you hear this guy? Now, you can say, well, this comes from the Russians. Okay, it comes from the Russians, but at least we got here and we got here. and we got here. So it must be a little lie here, don't you think? So let's see what these guys are saying in this article. This article is a Ukrainian media outlet, right here, Ukrainska Pravda, right? The other one was Ukrinform, the same, government approved and kosher and all that. Let's see what these guys are saying. Maxim Kozinski, head of the Lviv Oblast military administration, has reported that a critical infrastructure facility had been hit in the Oblast. That's exactly what the Russians said. Remember? Right here. The same thing. So these guys are right. This guy is a weasel. And I don't think he did not know, because if you don't know, you don't go in front of media and say BS. And no critical. And he must know. He has an assessment on the table after the whole attack. And they're not still coming, are they? Anyway, let's move on. So Kozinski said on Telegram, a critical infrastructure facility was hit in Lviv during an air raid. This is what happened. Kozinski clarified that there were no casualties. He also added that the fire at the scene had been extinguished. He said the details will be disclosed later. Yes, in 2 days we're going to find out that Lviv doesn't have electricity for about 2 weeks. That happened before. So Kozinski warned the residents of Lviv Oblast about a real threat. Air raid sirens were sounded at night on Thursday, 16 February in all regions of Ukraine. So yeah, I think that Mr. What's his name right here, Podolyak, is not telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But it's okay. I'm not upset with him or anything like that, and I don't think he gives up if I am. But this is for you guys. If some of you still doubt that when you read all mass media, for that matter, it's not that some lie and some don't lie, some lie by omission and some no. It's just the quantity. That's what it is. Is when you go to buy a car, and I give this example, if you want. When you go to buy a car, and you have a guy over there, or the salesman or the salesperson, whatever he or she is, and you go over there and you think you're smart because you did your homework, and let's say the car is $30,000 and you drop it to $28,000, and you, I did it, babe. And you come home and you trumpet the whole family. You're gonna put the little sale thing on the wall that you saved. You got the guy $2,000. Actually, you lost probably. No, you lost certainly more, but you don't know it. That's the whole thing. You definitely lost, because that dealer, the salesman, did not lose. Okay, unless they're gonna close pretty soon their business. Then they give you just to get a little bit of profit. But if you're still over there after a month or two, that means you lost. So you just minimized your loss. That's all what you did. The same here when you read the mass media and you get this. It's not that it's just the amount. that's all. You still get but it's not. It's the how many times, how many positions, the duration, the location, and all that. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.